Hello everyone. I'm Helen B. Madrigal from Graduate School of Emilio Aguinaldo College, Manila, Philippines. And I will present to you my research entitled Social Media Platforms as Supplements for Students' Learning Opportunities, Input to a Proposed New Normal English Program. So social media platforms have become an integral part of people's lives nowadays, especially during this time of pandemic. This provides communication, education, and entertainment while everyone stays in front of their gadgets. Education continues with observance of health protocols and DepEd Order Number 12 Series of 2020 in the Philippines, which is also known as Adoption of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan for school year 2020-2021 in the light of COVID-19 public health emergency. So this is legally based on the 1987 Constitution, which provides right to privacy under the Bill of Rights, the Data Privacy Act of 2012, the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, Republic Act number 9779, or the Anti-Child Pornography Act of 2009. There are existing problems that urge the researcher to come up with this study. There are many changes in educational system due to tremendous effect brought by COVID-19 pandemic. It has been challenging for teachers, school administrators, and parents to meet the learning needs of learners as they adhere to the guidelines, policies, and practices in adapting to the new normal. There are situations beyond control, and most routines that have been doing in the past school years are restricted or no longer practiced. So one of the common problems during this time of pandemic is how to extend help to those students who need support from their teachers. Nowadays, teachers are obnoxious on how to teach the students since it was impossible to conduct face-to-face classes. So this study is also related to the previous literature and studies from Okitioko CCO and OBM of 2019 stated in their study the advantages of using social network sites. These have great impact to quality education as they offer opportunities to innovate teaching strategies and approaches in order to make learning interesting and engaging and prepare learners to respond to 21st century demands. Harati and others of 2017 revealed that online technology has been considered by many educational institutions in the delivery of courses. Nguyen C. of 2014 had shown support on the use of social media technology in the delivery of teaching to enhance the academic performance of learners. This would conveniently bring communication and information through various platforms. The usefulness and essentiality of using social media platform through the use of different technologies has been emphasized in the study of YAPC of 2015. So this research is focused on the following problem. What is the accessibility level of social media platforms among grade 10 students under modular distance learning? How do the grade 10 students access social media platforms? What is commonly used social media platform? How often do the respondents access social media platforms? And what are the benefits of using social media platforms as assessed by the respondents? So this study is significant to the policymakers in the Department of Education in implementing policies and plans that will strengthen the utilization of social media platforms in teaching and learning in the new normal. Second, this would guide curriculum planner to include social media platforms in the curriculum and train teachers to be fully equipped and motivate teachers to use social media platforms in teaching and expose themselves with the different features of varied SMPs. Third, teachers would utilize SMPs to offer learning opportunities to students. And fourth, students will be motivated and inspired to engage themselves into learning in new normal setting. The output will be the new normal English program or NNEP focused on activities, strategies, and approaches using social media platforms to engage students and provide learning opportunities to them. The participants of the study are the 5th grade 10 students enrolled under modular distance learning from the handled section of the researcher in a public school in the division of Antipolo City, Philippines. Their ages range from 14 years old and above, qualified for the age restriction in using social media, which is 13 years old and above. They were selected using random sampling. Data gathered were treated using mixed method. The survey questionnaire was used to gather data from the respondents. So this survey questionnaire consists of two parts. The first part focuses on the accessibility and effectiveness of SMPs. The benefits of SMPs based on the experiences of the respondents was given consideration in the last part of the questionnaire. The data were gathered using different platforms like Google Form, printed materials, phone call, video chat, and face-to-face. The survey questionnaire was validated by the expert consisting of 2 Doctor of Philosophy of Education, major in English students who are presently enrolled at Emilio College, and 2 master teachers in English. So these are the findings and the discussion. For figure 1, it shows the level of accessibility of social media platforms. So figure 1 shows that 91.9% of the students are using mobile phone and 13.5% has laptop to access SMPs. The 62.2% of them are using mobile data while 27% of them are having internet Wi-Fi. 13.5% of the respondents are using hotspot and 4.6% is connected from their neighbor or friends, while 2% of them need to go to computer shop to keep connected in SMPs. It is noted that most of the students are consuming 6 to 10 hours a day in front of their gadgets accessing different SMPs. So the data revealed that SMPs are accessible in terms of availability of gadgets, internet connection, and number of hours the students are consuming in using the different platforms. So students would highly have access social media platform and digitally equipped with the knowledge in using the platforms. For figure 2, it represents how respondents access social media platforms. So figure 2 shows that 62% of the students are using mobile data connection while 17% of them have internet Wi-Fi at home. The 13% is just dependent with hotspot while 3% needs to go to computer shop to keep updated and 5 of them are connected with their friends and relatives. So it reveals that most of the students are using mobile data connection since most of them are using cellular phones. Students always stay connected using mobile data, which is the common way to be connected, in which they just buy load offering freebies to maximize the use of SMPs. For figure number 3, it shows the commonly used social media platforms. So as shown, the 89.2% of the students are using Facebook. 82.2% of them are using Messenger. The 40.4% of the students are using YouTube, while 35.1% of them are using Instagram and TikTok. Some are using Twitter, WeChat, and other SMPs with the means of 16.2, 18.2, and 2.7 respectively. Respondents revealed that they always use Facebook and Messenger, often used YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and sometimes use other SMPs. It shows that Facebook and Messengers are more accessible than other SMPs. So this implies that these platforms are commonly used by the students and therefore will give an idea to teachers on what platforms be used in extending learning opportunities to learners. For figure 4, as shown, it's 56.75% of the students are consuming 6 to 10 hours accessing SMPs. The 35.14 of them have been consuming 2 to 5 hours per day, while 8.11% are consuming more than 10 hours. So the data reveals that most of the students are consuming most of their time accessing SMPs. With the number of hours consumed, it is very obvious that most of them are not only using SMPs for educational purposes, but other concerns as well. It is alarming to know that the students are well exposed to internet, and this should be given attention, knowing that they are only supposed to use at least 1 to 2 hours since they are in the modular distance learning. Thus, parents and teachers should supervise and monitor the students while they are using internet and accessing different platforms. For question number 4, which is the benefit of using social media platforms, this is interpreted qualitatively. So we have 3 teams. For team 1, they use SMPs to let the students keep updated. So most students get into SMPs to keep updated with the news, announcement, assignments, and activities provided by the teachers. Team 2 also shows the use of SMPs to make a research. So students are using SMPs to make a research on topic they hardly understood. And Team 3, they use SMPs for entertainment and communication. So students are using SMPs for entertainment and communication. So these are the summary of findings. The use of SMPs is highly accessible based on availability of gadgets, internet connections, and number of hours students consume in using SMPs. Most learners access SMPs using their cellular phones and mobile data connection. The students are always using Facebook and Messenger, often use YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and sometimes use other SMPs. Most of the participants are consuming more than 6 hours accessing SMPs. Students acknowledge the benefit of SMPs so that they will be updated with announcement, school requirements, learning tasks, and current events. As students use SMPs to keep updated, to research, and for entertainment. Learners were not properly guided and supervised by their parents and teachers while using SMPs. For conclusions, these are the following. SMPs are highly accessible to students because they have the devices like cell phones and laptops. They can connect through mobile data, hotspot, Wi-Fi, or even through free data. Students are digitally equipped with knowledge in using the platforms, for they have been used to it before the new normal. So students considered SMPs significant and effective in accessing learning opportunities in the new normal to keep updated and engaged into different English programs and activities provided by their English teachers. SMPs is useful to access learning materials, keep updated with announcement of teachers, and submit their outputs without hassle. SMPs can be adopted as supplements for students' learning opportunities in the new normal. For the recommendation, teachers may maximize the use of platforms that are accessible to students. Teachers, parents, and administrators should consider the strict rules and regulation in using SMPs. Teachers may use accessible SMPs based on the data gathered to reach out to students whatever platforms they are using. Teachers should be digitally equipped like their students. Hence, a training about the hows in using the different platforms must be conducted. School heads may provide trainings to encourage teachers in utilizing SMPs. Teachers should provide hard copy of the learning materials for those who do not have any means to connect and access SMPs. So it is henceforth recommended that the social media platforms be utilized in crafting a new normal English program to supplement learning opportunities among students while properly monitored and regulated by parents and teachers. So future studies may look into the use of SMPs to various levels of literacy and educational contexts. And these are my references. Thank you for listening.